And that's Bear County, B-E-X-A-R. But you know what I just thought about? They could have like a bear exhibit and call it Bear County, B-E-A-R, and they just kind of run around.
They do have bears. They have like two, maybe.
You know, maybe you could use it, maybe not. I kind of like Bear County.
I do too. Right? A lot of people call it Bexar, who aren't from here.
Right. You know, if you're from somewhere else, if this is Bexar County. Yeah. All right, let's talk about some weather. You know, it is going to be a hot one today. We'll talk about that. Also, though, how about the winter? Well, you know, NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, this time of the year, they always put out their outlook for winter. And no surprise here, we're going to have a El Nino winter. And for us here in Texas, what that means is more rainfall. So we'll definitely have above average rain. Matter of fact, as we head into 2024, especially coming off of 2 years of La Nina, I think our precipitation will be at average or above average. We may have 35, maybe 40 inches of rain. So looking forward to some more rain in 2024. And I do think the winter is going to be wet. Now, the temperatures, well, that's a little bit more of a question mark. I think they're going with average temperatures, but I think probably with the cloud cover and some of the rain, most of the time we'll have below average temperatures, and then we'll have a couple of bouts of some really cold air as well. Can't tell you exactly when. All right, let's talk about Halloween. The normal low is 56. Normal high for Halloween is 78. If you're not from South Texas, usually about 78 degrees. Okay, how about this Halloween? I'm going to be honest with you. It is going to be very changeable. I couldn't tell you right now if it's going to be in the 50s and windy and wet or in the 70s. It's going to be just such a close call, so just kind of hang in there. Right now, if I had to go one way or the other, I'd probably go cooler, but yeah, it's going to be a tough call. All right, the wettest Halloween we've ever had was back in 1896, 1 3/4 inches, and the warmest 89 degrees, almost 90 degrees way back. All right, 86 outside right now, on our way to a high in the low to mid 90s today. Our low this morning was in the 50s, and that's a big swing of temperatures. Record high is 92, and I think we're going to hit that. That's back in 1979. All right, lots of sunshine. If you've got a football game to go to this evening, for the most part, it's going to be in the 80s, so pretty warm, but it is going to be dry, so it's not going to be that sticky warm. It's going to be a dry warm out there this evening. Frontal boundaries in place. Here are the temperatures. It's 86, 82 Dallas, Fort Worth. Not a lot of cooling behind this frontal boundary, but I put on the dew points. It is a little drier, and that's why we're seeing the big extreme in temperatures from the 50s this morning to high temperatures in the mid 90s. Matter of fact, this afternoon, relative humidity is going to be like 14%, so don't forget the chapstick and the sunscreen this afternoon. Temperature outside 86. New Braunfels is already at 90. Yesterday we hit 90 degrees. Dallas Fort Worth hit about 87. Tammy's out here in the Atlantic, going to curve right back out into the Atlantic, and I think Norma will move northward, and eventually we're going to see some of that moisture as we head into early next week. Notice what's left of Norma coming in our direction, and I do have some chances for some rain in the 7-day. For today, though, it is just going to be a hot one. I think mid 90s, lots of sunshine. Aquifer went down just a little bit, 632.1. Pollen count, mold is light, ragweed's light, pigweed's light, and elm is light. Okay, here's your forecast. A record breaker today, 94, 95, 93 for tomorrow. Clouds increase Saturday into Sunday. And then every day next week, I think a chance for scattered showers and storms and high temperatures in the mid 80s. We'll probably pick up about a half an inch, maybe an inch of rain when you put it all together next week. All right, the roadways, I can tell you this, Alana, you need the sunglasses out there on those roadways.
Yes. Thank you for that.